Yeah, it's the bell. It's the bell, man. We about to get it in, man. Today we're gonna talk about unification. We got the panel here today. Uh, y'all already know the show is about the panel, so I'm gonna go ahead and introduce the panel. We got my boy, Real True Now. Also, Mahedi, Black Lotus. What's good, y'all?
Greetings, family, honorable admiration, man. It feels good to be on the build again.
All right, all right. It feels good to be on the bill too, man. I can definitely say that, man, because after the last debate, man, we was just listening to, man. It's a good thing to be up on here and like be able to like just talk, man, and like really talk. You know, not like bigger and bigger. And if we're gonna talk about some facts, we're gonna really dive into it. We ain't gonna just gonna dance around it, you know. So that's why I love the build, yo. We over here we keep shit official for real. And that's one thing I can say about us, man. Like we don't never come over here trying to lie to nobody, get no money. We ain't hustling, you know. We just simply care about the truth and we want the truth out there. So yeah, man. Uh, I just want to say, man, I'm a little, I'm a little tired, whatever. But I wanted to do this episode because I want people to know that, yo, as flat earthers, man, we have no bias, we have no hate, we have um, no need to question or correct anybody. We just want the truth, man. You know, you like the format, Empress? Yeah, we had to do it, man. Shout out to the real truth. You know what I'm saying? Real truth out there, man. My boy. He over.
Yo.
Yeah, man. He hooked it up for me, man. Shout out to anybody need help with their OBS or whatever. And you about bringing that truth out there, man. He'll help you out. You know, as long as you about putting out the truth, man. And nothing too. My dude, he's another real one. You know, everybody on this panel keeps it 100. You know, what up, Flatline Soldier? Flatline. Frontline soldier. Why I say that? You see how tired I am? That's crazy. Being up on being up on that panel, man. That shit exhausted me, man. I couldn't believe, man. I sat back for mad long, just sitting there thinking like, yo, man, what's going on right now? Because when I see what Bron Sanchez was really trying to like just bring up facts and stuff and trying to bring up facts, and every time he brought up facts, man, it's just like he just never really went to the facts. It was just one big like piss party. You know, shout out to Bro Sanchez for being mad. He kept it so classy, man. Like,
Man,
oh man, I was like, damn, man, this is my brother right here. That's why I had to go up on there and just say like I had to speak what I had to say, man, because if I did it, bro, I felt like, yo, man. Like that message would have never got out there like that. It just would have been. They probably still be on there debating about the same thing. And I'm not gonna take nothing away from nobody. But at the end of the day, man, we all need to realize that we need to build on these things, man. We need to stop focusing on things that really truly don't matter. Like it's good to learn. I love knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I rather learn about science or anything than some sports illustrated stats. You know what I'm saying? Like even though those stats, I mean those the science books is just as whack as the stats. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't trust it. You know what I mean? All you think you could trust is your own two eyes. And that's the point that I was trying to make with these fellas. Like, yo, let's do some talking. Let's do some building based upon observation. You know what I'm saying? Let's build upon observation. Like what have you observed that concludes the Earth to be a globe?
yep.
And what? Here's a better question. What can you observe? What indoctrination can you observe that exists today? And they can answer every single indoctrination that exists today. but at the same time want to support that indoctrination through trying to debate flat earthers, because we're not the enemy. We're not the ones who impose this indoctrination, are we?
We're trying to unify.
Right,
We're trying to bring the people together,
right, right.
regardless of what the beliefs are. To God, to spirituality, to a ball, to a flat plane. We got to bring the people together to make a change.
It's one thing. It's one thing to make a point, but it's another one to just to throw dictionaries and thesauruses at you. Like, yeah, man, I could go use those big words too, man. But all that's really doing is saying, okay, I'm smart. I'm smarter than you, and you don't know anything because I got all these big words in my arsenal. But at the end of the day, if you can understand what he's saying, and without see, that's trickology right there. That's to get you to, like, if you're into the conversation and you don't know the words that he's talking about and you don't know the meaning behind them, you're gonna get lost. You see how they throw you around? They don't just keep it straightforward.
6-year-old can't understand that. Sorry to cut
Not
you. Sorry to
not
cut
only
you
a
off.
6-year-old, but a 16-year-old, a 36-year-old, some fucking 66 years old.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The point is, some people don't understand that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why you got to make sure you explain. Like when I threw it in the chat about atmospheric pressure altering a helium balloon. 30 pounds per square inch compared
Hmm.
to 27.95.
Hmm.
That balloon at that lower pressure is going to rise up a whole lot faster because it doesn't have that much pressure pushing down against it.
Hmm. Empress in the chat said they're more indoctrinated. Now, see, that's a jewel. That's dropping a gem because it's true. They are more indoctrinated because they're over here literally, and you can tell they're literally reciting the book or reciting some of the definitions that they learn or hear other people talk about throughout all these debates and conversations. The brother Q Butter, he kept going to the books as if Google doesn't provide that same information. Yet his brother was sitting there, bashing Bro Sanchez for using Google. But then he didn't say nothing to his brother when he was putting the books out, because guess what, bro? That information that's in those books is in Google too.
Not just that, but the origination of of all that came from the white man as well. So I
Right.
mean, you can't use that for
Exactly.
your benefit if you're
Did
totally
you did anyone
against the white man.
did
you
anyone
know.
catch
So
Brother Dread, you've been exposed, when he said stop wearing glasses next time you want to try to think. See the homie, see, this is what I talk about. The homie,
That wasn't
yeah,
cool.
the
But
homie was talk about him using Google, yeah, he got caught using Google and didn't even know it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
right,
but
right.
I
Dude, he didn't
mean,
even touch on it.
we don't need to
He
talk down. We don't need to talk down to anyone.
yo
You
And
know.
both sides were guilty of that. That's the one thing I noticed is, the thing that we as flat earthers need to remember is just like we know flat earth to be true, globe earth is still their truth. Until they wake up, that is just as much their truth as flat earth is our truth. And we can't get disrespectful with them just because their truth is different from ours.
I mean, the thing about the truth is that, like, we'll basically honestly never really know the true truth, because
Exactly.
because just as well as they gave us the globe, you know,
We're providing theories for the flat
right,
earth.
they could sit there and provide theories for the flat earth, exactly. And, like, some of those maps, don't even include, the so-called quote unquote other continents or continents beyond the ring. So,
Hmm.
I mean, like, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of deceptions, man. How can we
I
jump on
mean,
the
there's a
panel?
lot.
That's what I like to say. Everyone has their truth, and just because someone else's truth isn't exactly the same as yours doesn't make it any less of a truth,
Right.
because no one really knows.
And I could see the fact that because I'm coming from a globe earther, being a globe earther to being a flat earther, there is more truths in flat earth because the fact that you go send a balloon up to 121,000 feet and it was still flat when you use the correct lens. You know, so there is a lot more proof when it comes to flat earth. It's just they're living in denial. You know,
Mm.
but we can't sit there and get mad at them for still defending what they believe
Right.
Because
in. We
we
just
were
got to
all
give them
there.
teaspoons,
Right. But
a whole bucket.
what's crazy? Like, we could be totally wrong. I mean,
Yep.
it could be neither or. It could be neither a globe or neither a flat plane. It could be something that we just can't understand or wrap our minds around. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, at the end of the day, we'll never really know anything because none of us have seen the quote unquote Earth at its true perspective. Yeah, I mean, like we have all these pictures of flat planes and everything, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a flat earther, and I'm probably gonna always be a flat earther because until you could explain to me something that makes more sense and something that I can observe that is other than flat Earth, I think I'll always be a flat earther. Not because I want to stick to a side, but because I want the truth. Shit, you prove to me a globe tomorrow, I'll say fuck everybody on this planet. If y'all don't want to know the truth, you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, we all want to come to the truth, man. I'm trying to get.
And we all want to expose the lies that they've been doing to us. The whole slave. They can deny it all they want. We do live in a modern day slavery right now. You have to work long hours just to be able to support your family in a shit job, trying to make ends meet while they're getting everything handed to them, basically. Uh, so while the government, the elite, and all that is just sitting there watching with their legs propped up, you know, while we're suffering and working and trying to make ends meet, and while they're feeding us poison as in medications, all the way even to food and water and
Killing our
our air we
children.
breathe.
Mm,
That's right. We got to question everything. And, I was in a call and I explained that, you know, if we're going to go by the scientific method, I introduced the society that literally took over all institutions of learning. And their motto is nullius in verba. Now, when I said that, I know Q Butter was shook because I introduced this to the conscious community and everybody started responding to each other by saying null, Null. So also, I mean, I've literally conquered my ego, but I fight it every once in a while. But you know, when I came into the Sonnet or HOK thing in 2013.
Oh, what the? Whoa, that was weird.
yo,
What
it
happened?
kicked off. It put David on, but it kicked me here off. That was weird. What up,
Get
David?
him back up in here.
Yeah,
What's good?
chilling, man. I think you kicked my hair off by accident.
You get the link thingy checkbox to open, right?
Yeah, it's on.
Oh yeah, he should be able to join back.
Damn, that's crazy, man. Google Hangouts, man. I just seen him. He just popped in, popped right out. There we go.
I'm here.
I cut off like 5 times, man.
Man, they dropping Jews, man. They don't want you to drop them Jews.
Continue, fam.
They don't want you to who?
They want them to drop them Jews. Hey, yo, quick thing, real quick, David. Actually, you know what? Stay right there. I'm gonna just show you from there. Hold up. Share screen. Hey, you see that, bro?
Yeah.
You like that, family?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, right?
Uh-huh.
That's shout
Yeah.
out to I keep real
Danny.
truther. Nah, real truther, bro.
Yeah, real truth.
You know, this
That's
that you see it looks nice, right? You see we got the peaceful background. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
With the clouds.
yeah, so we can keep things at peace. We got the build logo right here, man. This looks dope, dog. You know what I'm saying? I put the camera in the middle because it's really all about the panel, you know, and the chat. The chat's super big too because it's about y'all. The chat. I like to keep the chat popping, you know, because it's the build.
Hey, Sanchez is still on?
Oh yeah, nah, he got off, but yeah, brother Sanchez, he was just on a debate. Actually, we was actually on there. We was on the panel with him during the debate, and You know, it was just crazy. That's kind of like what we're building on right now too. So you kind of just hopped in the middle of it.
Okay.
But yeah, if you check on your phone, like in the notifications when you see, oh, you know what? I'm gonna post it in the back chat because you probably don't follow the dude who actually was streaming. So I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna get that to you so you can see it tomorrow or whatever. Because it was a little long, but I mean,
Stop that screen sharing.
what's up? Oh yeah. I'm just trying to find. I'm gonna find it for you in a minute. But yeah, hold up. Let me just stop this.
Always be careful.
Yeah. Nah, you're the man's man. That's why I like you on this panel because I be lazy and shit. Not lazy, but I just I just be.
I got a
Oh, it's not back there yet.
I got her posting it for you
Okay.
to the back chat.
Flatline Soldier says he wants to jump on the panel tomorrow. Of course, bro. This is your panel. This is your platform. So, come through. All you gotta do. You know what? I'm gonna give you my Gmail. Oh shit, that's wrong, bro. There we go.
In the chat, go ahead and get a slove, a wrench.
Everybody gets a wrench, nigga.
Well, don't give it to everybody.
I'm just playing, bro.
You might end up getting into a troll. They're gonna start banning people.
Facts. You said give who one?
Question everything slove.
Where is he at? I'm trying to find him. Tell him to post questions. Post something so I can find him.
Oh wait, never mind. Hold on. I didn't even switch my chat yet. I'm a dumbass.
I'm like, oh, I'm bugging, nigga. Hold up. I got you free minded. I'm about to get you right now. Hold up, bro.
There you go. Now I got the right chat up.
All right. Free Mind. Is that his name? Free Mind? You're all set, bro. Yep, that's it. So Free Mind, you're all set. So jump on the panel.
Yo, we just lost one. One fell off.
That's what happens, huh? David fell off.
This is crazy, man. They playing with the flat channels. YouTube needs to stop playing.
Nah, David does that a lot though. Real shit.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
David's back.
You drop in and out a lot. You switch from your computer to your phone a lot too.
Yo, can y'all hear
Yeah,
me?
then I couldn't get the screen to come back up, so I had to go back out the phone because I don't know how to operate it a lot of times,
that
man.
happens. Sometimes it gets stuck.
When I go back-
you have to drop out and jump back in.
Okay, everybody, I just want to give a big shout out to Free Minded. He's actually on the panel right now. Free Minded, just a little discretion before you speak. This is the build, man. We come here with peace. We come here to, if you have anything you want to talk about, make sure you come with respect because you will be blocked the moment you get out of line, and I'm not saying you will. I don't really know you like that, but this is something that we tell everybody that's new to the panel. We will respect.
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
All right, well, we respect everybody's opinions of. We let everybody finish and stuff, and
And the beliefs and everything.
yeah. So what's up, man? How you doing?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Just came on to rap with y'all for a minute, man.
That's what's up.
I see you made your new channel, so I just come over here and check y'all out.
Yeah, man. we figured, you know, what kind of like what bro said. I don't know if he was following what bro Sanchez was saying earlier on his panel, on his channel, but you know, he was talking about, you know, it's crazy that he's the one saying it because he's actually the one who inspired the build. You know, all of us,
Yeah.
most of us on this panel met each other through Bro Sanchez, and you know, when Bro Sanchez left for a while, we kind of like, you know, we wanted to formulate a platform of our own, so that we can, you know, get some truth out there too, man. You know what I mean? Because Bro Sanchez, he streams like twice a week, you know, but here we stream like every day type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's getting better and better. Like the other day, we didn't even have this setup right here, this OBS. The homie Real Truther came out and like, you know, held it down for me, man. Like, and held it down for all of us, really. But he like stayed on the phone with me late night, man. It was like late. For me, it was like 3 in the morning. I know he's in Kentucky, but shit, it's still late, man. I was tired, man. And he did his he did what he had to do. I did what I had to do on my end, and here we are. So
That done in about 2 hours.
so basically, yeah, 2 hours, yeah. So basically, free minded. This platform is yours. I don't know if you can end up going to watch the watch channel, but uh, you got your
I'll put a link that he can click it or whatever. He can get to it and sub whatever.
okay.
Go to what channel? What'd you say? Go to what?
I'm gonna put a link. I'll get you.
He
Hold
was
on.
in the.
No, I'm saying he don't have the build channel though. I don't think he's subscribed to the build.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you are? Okay,
Alright.
you good.
I'm on that. I watched y'all probably like the last 2 times, bro.
Okay.
And I
Hey.
seen, you know, what kind of
You
panel
watch-
you
you
got.
watch
The
the
same kind of
transformation.
chill. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to hop on and just rap with y'all, man.
Word.
All right, I'll hit up the beat.
Seems
Let's go.
seem like a good vibe y'all got going. Same thing with Sean G. You know, I've
Right.
known him for a little minute. I've been on his panel. Kind of new to YouTube a little bit with jumping on and all that, but I've been on a couple of debates. But yeah, I'm just here to rap with y'all, man, and y'all sound like some pretty cool brothers.
So when you say you've been on some debates, what side of the debate, man?
Oh, I'm flat Earth, baby.
All right. Now.
I'm flat Earth, man. I've been in this thing for shit almost 3 years, man. I'm one of the, you know, the part of the 2015 crowd.
Well, shit.
You know, when it wasn't really, it was like a handful of channels, bro.
Yeah.
About a handful of channels. It really blew up quick.
Yeah. Well, shit, man. Flat power, man. I mean, like consciousness
Already.
itself is blowing up, man. I mean, it's not only flat Earth, but I mean, all types of concepts and ideas are coming to light. I mean, one of the big ones is the pedophilia rings and all that, man. There's a lot of stuff coming to light. So, a shout out to the flat Earthers because, like I like to say all this time, I'm gonna keep saying I don't care. Globe model and traps you, flat Earth model frees you. You know, and it's a lot that comes along with flat Earth when you type it into even YouTube or Google. Like a whole bunch of other shit pops up too, man. Like you find so much truth within this community, man. That's why I love it. You know.
Best thing about it is that, you know, compared to the globe, you got nothing but theoretical evidence. That's their theories compared
Exactly.
to the actual irrefutable facts. You know, you go put a balloon up in the air and you got the correct lens on, not a wide angle lens, and it appears to be flat. You know, you watch water and the way water reacts, it's flat. You look at the triangulation through the clouds with the sun, it shows you that it's not no 93 million miles away. You know, I mean, there's signs left and right, and then they put one in our face and they slap us with it. You know, an airplane, it's in the air flying over a plane.
Yeah.
You know, they slap you with that shit right there. Most people don't realize
It's
it.
mockery. Yeah. It sucks.
I think the main thing is, man, it's like it's kind of hard to wrap your head around if you kind of new to, you know, quote unquote conspiracies and all that. You know, I kind of started off with the 9/11, you know, researching that, and then I kind of researched, you know, the central bankers and all that. So it kind of led up to flat Earth. I was kind of eased me into it. So I was shocked, but I wasn't too shocked when I learned about FE. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cause
A lot of people, if you just starting off fresh, man, it's hard to it's hard just to jump into FE if you don't even know about the little lesser conspiracies going on. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, And you know what's crazy? Q. What's his name? Was it Q Slumber?
Q
Q
Butter.
Butter. Okay. Q Butter. Now I really did forget his name. That wasn't disrespect. So just a disclaimer. Um.
Q
Yeah,
Butter.
Q Butter. One thing Q Butter was talking about, he was talking about a lot of things like black men need to learn how to make guns. Black men need to learn how to do all types of sciences and learn new things to better their community, and that's all fine and dandy, right? But I mean, like, don't you think the black people need to come together as a people first before we can get to the goddamn hard sciences? How we gonna teach each other?
Yeah.
How we gonna teach each other sciences and help each other grow when we can't even stop black on black crime? And without stop black on black crime, while at the same time stop blaming everything on white people and fix the problems from deep within. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the thing that trips me out with these people, man. Like the other day on Dread Show, we was on Dread Show. Um, Dude was going in, and every time Dread spoke on some facts, they didn't even go to the facts. They didn't even handle what he said. All they did was just go back to, well, the white man. And to me, it just seems like they're just trying to rally up as many
Just trying
black
to point
people
the
as they
finger.
can.
Everyone wants someone to blame.
No, they're
Yeah,
trying to rally
exactly.
up. I feel like they're trying to rally up as many black people as they can, piss so many people off so that they can deem credible. Because think about it, man. Like, you're playing off the ego, bro. You're not even playing off facts. So you mean to tell me that every time we come through with some facts, or we want you guys to try to debunk us, or like try to debunk what we research so that we can come to a conclusion, so that we can have a higher understanding? You don't do that. What happens? They start going into something totally different. Like, oh man, on the Dread Show, it was something about, I think, I think you can help me with this because you was there. Something about the Lucy. I think Dread brought something up that was like crazy, and then dude didn't even want to touch on it. He just went straight to. I wish I had the video so I could pull it up. But
No,
dude,
I think you said Lucy was a monkey
right,
or
you're
some
right.
shit, some
But
shit
the
like that.
point was that, like, my point is that, like, Dread was going into a different shit. But then, like, every time like Dredd would go into it, instead of him dealing with what he was talking about, he would just go back into the monkey stuff. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a runaround, man. It's like, yo, how are we gonna get anywhere if you guys are not dealing with what we're presenting? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
After that, after we present something, after the brother presents stuff to you, it's just like, okay,
In one ear, out the
right,
other.
exactly. Like, dude, did you just listen? Did you just hear? Like, this is the problem. That's why I say, if these guys are powerful, these guys got followings, right? So what they could do is come together, you know what I'm saying, on some real shit, on some humble shit, and be really patient. Instead of trying to get their voice heard, open their eyes while we do research together. This is a little thing called screen sharing. Okay, screen sharing and muting your mic. So we don't have to tell each other shit. We can go do the research. But even when we do the research, is that truth? That's lies. So what the hell are we even doing arguing about the lies in the first place? Or possible lies. Listen, things resonate between us. Like,
But
some things I could say is true. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things that I could say is true, like the horizon. Even though we're taught about the horizon, you could also observe the horizon. So of course they're gonna teach about the horizon because people are gonna have questions. But when you take the horizon and then you try to flip things and make it seem like a horizon doesn't matter when you teach it at the same time, it just brings up even more confusion for people, and that's what you wanted to do from the whole time. Is just confuse people. Like, we're all going back and forth, talking about this, arguing about that, and no one's really getting at the full spectrum of a thing. Like, okay, well, what if these arguments that we're having really wasn't arguments? What if they were just made up to keep us from talking about finding out truth, finding out who we really are, where we really come from, like, getting over that wall, collecting resources to do so. We ain't doing none of that. All we sitting there doing is saying, well, let me point to this book over here. Well, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Bro Sanchez, man, for putting the pictures and all. I want to tell you, man, like, you really dropping truth on them, man. And if it makes no sense to do it only when they don't want to sit there and do the research with you, bro. You're gonna sit there and explain something.
Every
Yeah,
time.
you're gonna sit there and explain something to somebody that whenever you explain something to them, they don't want to try to unexplain. I mean, like try to like touch on what you're saying, man. You got to touch on what a person's saying in order to have a debate. You can't just ignore what someone's saying. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't see them disprove what anything Bro Sanchez said. All they said was that he was false, but they didn't come
What
with
I've noticed is
facts.
like people rather listen to respond rather than to listen to hear.
It's the
You know what I'm
it's the
saying?
money, man.
Right.
It's the money. Yeah, it's the money, bro. That's why because it's the money. Because if they wasn't getting money off this shit, guess what? They be wanting the truth too. They know the truth, man. It's a hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody they come on the panel to push their personal agenda,
Yep.
so they're not really there to learn
Madon.
or to listen.
Shout out to Madon for Madon's a Madon. Yeah, I know you know who Madon is. Madon's a
He stays real with them. He stays real to himself. You know, as long as I've seen Madon, he's still the
see
same person.
the difference
You know what I'm
between
saying? He's
Madon and these other guys is I think Madon is actually not really intelligent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really do. I feel that. I don't think that he's an
I-
agent. I don't.
Right.
I don't think he's an agent. I just think that he's not that intelligent. That's it. So shout out to you,
It's
Madon.
got to be one of the two,
hmm
because
That's our
he's
brother,
been around
man.
this a long time, bro. He's been around this a long time.
Yeah, yes.
So something had to sink in, or you just like you say, you either dumb as fuck, or you some kind of agent or something, man. I narrow it down to those two.
But
James. By the way, you can change your chat color next time because like on the watch page, some of the ones that aren't in gray are like you can't see them at all.
you know what? You know what? You know why? Because I tried to do it earlier, right? The thing, and it just was messing up. So I was like, you know what? I just went to the old code and just went back. Because honestly, I don't really care about what the chat color looks like anyway. Because I want it to be visible. Right now, it's visible, so
Mm,
it's
kind
all
of.
straight.
I mean, like the ones that are in black are visible.
Yeah. Well.
The ones that are in white, you could barely see.
Yeah, you're right. Actually. Yeah. I gotta change that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got the other chat popped up though, so I can see over here too. So
If you take that other chat, right? I guess it's not very big, so I guess it doesn't matter. I was gonna say you could put it on the screen with the panel, and kind of put it on half the screen or whatever. Just blow it up to as big as you can get it on there, and then it would kind of help the people see. I think it all depends on how big your screen there is.
nah, I mean like it looks crazy. I seen it on the thing. I mean, there's a screen. I'll keep it there. I don't care.
Why isn't it? How come yours isn't going black? I don't get it. Mine is black. When I went to dark mode, mine is black.
I should just have this up just like this.
I mean, it's not any better though. It's
Yeah.
like it's
Looks crazy.
yeah. It's like it's like nothing but whiteness.
So one thing we didn't get to touch on was the North Pole. I mean the Polaris. The
Yeah,
North
I was trying to. I posted all that
Yeah.
stuff to Brother Sanchez.
Bro, when you said that to me, I was thinking to myself, I was like, nigga, I'm not finna do that because if I do that, I'm gonna waste my time. Because yeah, we could sit there and say that, but right, guess what? All that's just gonna do is just rile the chat up. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And fucking, they're not really gonna answer. They wouldn't really answer the question. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I left it to
listen,
Brother Sanchez.
the-
You know, I figured you were gonna contemplate, and try and figure out how to go about it the peaceful way.
I was, man,
Yeah.
but you know what?
And,
The thing is, like,
That's why I went ahead and sent it to Brother Sanchez too, and let him handle it. And
What's the deal with the North Pole, man? What y'all talking about with that?
not the North Pole, it's the stars.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, basically, you can do time lapse for 365 days and take pictures, and then you can run those pictures and you basically connect them together, and they spin 360 degrees
Right.
basically above us. They don't. Yeah, according to a globe, that could not be possible. That would disappear
Yeah.
at some point. Some of the stars would not be visible.
yeah. So
But my thing with that is, there's only one motion represented when you see those star trails, and it's actually the slowest motion, which would be the rotation of the Earth. When in actuality, I mean, the fact, I mean, we're moving what 66,000 miles around the sun.
That's what they claim. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that if you can see the rotation, that the faster movement should be represented in those star trails as well. You
Yeah,
shouldn't even be able
but
to
the
get
thing
those
is,
star
yeah, but
trails
the
if
thing
you're
is,
moving like that.
those stars, though, no matter where you was at across the plane, if you was on a globe, some of those stars would disappear for some people in certain locations. They would not be visible
Right.
all year long.
Right. Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Saying so, it's more proof that we are on a flat plane, and it's actually gonna. I'm actually gonna do this test this year. I'm gonna. I keep forgetting every day
Well,
night.
it doesn't. It proves that.
Up the night sky every day in the same position for 365 days, and then I'm gonna do my own time lapse because, like I said, it's always better to do your own research.
Yeah. Yep. I just purchased a little drone, man. I've been doing a little research with that, sending that motherfucker up, and seeing what I can see that I'm not supposed to see.
You found the curvature yet?
And that's been, man. That's no sir.
What kind of camera does it have?
It got it's a 1080.
1080, like, well, is it a flat?
I got the
wide lens.
Yeah, it's the wide lens. That's the only thing I hate about it, man.
Yeah, wide lens is gonna show curvature.
But I'm just trying to see, I'm trying to see how far, because I'm in, matter of fact, man, I live in Japan, bro. It's a lot of mountains around here. Yeah, I'm in Japan right now.
Wow, heck yeah, I've
been there for a couple of years.
First one that I've actually, I've talked to people in New Zealand and Netherlands and England and Turkey. Australia. You're my first Japan so far.
Yeah, you can scratch that off your list too, then, bro.
Yeah.
I'm out there. I'm right by. I'm about 20 miles from Mount Fuji.
Wow.
So I got a lot of, it's a beautiful landscape too, man. But I got a lot of things that I can look at, and I'm by the water, and there's islands out in the water, and there's a lot of things I'm not supposed to be able to see. So I'm just trying to,
900 or a telescope and start getting some distance shots of things disappearing or lands that shouldn't be visible.
Yeah, that's coming next. That's coming. I'm trying to get that P900. Get out there on the beach. But the drone works good, man. I'm seeing stuff I'm not supposed to see.
That's right.
It's working pretty good. I like it.
Man, oh man. I like to interject a little bit, that I'm definitely looking forward to at least getting our brothers who are globe earthers to understand that we stand on this position and we're not going to move until we are convinced. Brother James, the build expressed that earlier, that, if we can finally see these things, we will freely agree with, and, we're genuine in what we do. So the genuine respect must be mutual. And I hear that the other side is focused on science and, building and knowing how to make things. I absolutely agree with that and promote 3MP, a project I put together for everybody called Mine, Manufacture, Mass Produce Everything We Use. So we no longer have to work for buying white goods, brown goods, and gray goods if you buy export products from other countries. So I absolutely agree with these things, and that is, something that I would like to see us really take the steps forward in doing, especially as men, is, knowing how to build things. I wish I knew how to build a Corvette. If I had the skills to build a Corvette, I would build a Corvette. So, hey. Also, if I was Q Butter, I would have showed something I built.
Right.
Or some type of form of success with the skills. Because I've done construction. And all kind of stuff. So. Right.
But the brother sound intelligent, man. I just think he hasn't really looked into it. But that's what
Well, the
you can
brother is.
tell.
Brother is.
And you can tell when these people get into these debates, they just think it's gonna be a sweet Vic. You know what I'm saying? Like they think it's no way possible it could be a flat Earth. So they think they can just come on and wing it, and then they're shocked when they shit ain't.
Come on and wing it. I'm sorry,
That's
I'm
what
trying not to laugh, but
That's what they do, bro.
yeah, that's literally what happened like tonight. Like, man, no matter what evidence we bring, they're saying we don't have to show a globe. I'm like, wow, we don't have to show you the globe. Whoa.
He did say that, didn't he?
Yeah.
I feel like
They're
most
winging it.
they don't realize, that almost every flat earther, I'm not gonna say every flat earther, but almost every flat earther started off as a globe, believer. So for us to go and believe into what we believe now, why would we just immediately go back to the globe without having irrefutable evidence, irrefutable facts, when there's just tons of more facts of the flat earth?
Yeah, you're right about that.
Oh yeah. Hey, so man, yeah, this is a good thing, and it would be nice. I had a somewhat debate with a globe earther 2-3 days ago, right? And I was shocked. He threw all kind of insults and was being disrespectful, but I was shocked that when it came down to it, he said something I agreed with it, and I ran with it to the point where he no longer insulted me as we carried on. The video became ridiculous if you watch the video, but I was really, that was for me, that was a experience to find a way to talk to those who believe in it so they can understand my position, and at the end of the day, we're both here for the same thing, family, if not family, surviving, or living, doing better than surviving. And we all can look at the same things and show each other whatever, but we all want the better things for each other in life. And we need, on both sides, in all walks of life, who just know that there's something wrong with the information we got today. And I do feel that is needed to understand that there is something wrong, and let's fix it. Now we know there's a problem with the information. It's a problem with everything they've given us, the calendars, that when you tell the time, when you say the day of the week, we're calling on deities of Norse gods and Roman gods, and there's so much intertwined in all these different things. This just the simple things that majority of the flat earthers know, and that's why we have to link up with those even who are globe earthers that also know that these things are in our face, and we see them and we use them. And it's a manipulation, and it's a way of thinking that was put upon the people, and that we have to adhere to it and all agree upon it. So once we get the other side to realize that, hey, we disagree with you, okay? And here is why, and not insult them back. And I was in the, what is it called when you have a wrench and some channel? Yeah, the moderator. And there was, it was mentioned earlier, but it was a lot of insults going back and forth on both sides, to the point I had to stop where I was saying, just to, address it. Like, I'm not going to delete the message, but I'll address it to see if the person will delete the message themselves. I like to be a fair moderator.
Both sides have to be respectful.
That's right. So we can build from there.
Opinion,
We have to be willing to see their side of it, just like we want them to see ours.
Yeah, but it get kind of frustrating because all of us we have seen their side because we used to be on.
Let me say
side.
something. Their side is our side. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna interject and say their side is our side. We're on the same side. We are both given different narratives to be on that side, and that side is away from the elite. Motherfucking that
Well,
side is inside of the walls, man. Inside of this flat Earth, inside the dome structure, man. That's the only side. There's only one side, and that's the side of being ignorant and not knowing. You know, because
well, that's what kind of what I was saying. Like what I meant by that was, we have to be willing to remember that we were just like them at one point.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, like we're always gonna be like them though, and they're always gonna be like us. Like even if they grow up or intellectually grow up and like figure out, okay, yeah, shit, oh damn, this is a plan. Oh wow, okay, yeah, you know, guess what happens? All right, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay, now you know that the Earth is flat, but guess what? We're still suppressed. We're still oppressed. We're still being told lies to. There's still so many people that still believe in the lies. Okay,
Oh,
it's just ridiculous, man. Like people just need to understand that we're not fighting a war against each other. We're fighting a war against those who want us to fight against each other.
yeah.
Okay, it's not simple. We're not over here on Flat Earth Community trying to get everybody to be mad at one race. We're trying to bring the races together. Whenever you have a community that's trying to do that, man, uh, you got truth, man. You don't got anyone trying to make someone feel better than another. You don't got anyone trying to fact check anyone. Everybody just getting along, man. And at the end of the day, we gotta sit here and live for each other. You know, our children,
Try to let the actions do the convincing rather than trying to, like you said, trying to fact them.
our children,
Because it doesn't work
right? Our children,
doing
our
that.
children can grow up one day and their parents be have different, uh, you know, points of view, and they can come together and love each other regardless of their parents' points of view or how they feel. You see it all the time within religion, and people with different religions, people with different ethnic. Like love is real. You know what I'm saying? And we can't sit there and take that away. So when we look at that, we also got to see that they also see that. Well, we got to understand that they also see that. They can also look at that. And when they look at that, you know what they see? Destruction of their world through love. Because when you love, you unite, and if you unite, guess what happens? You don't have that control anymore. You see, when people unite, it formulates an origin point, and the origin point is a point where there is no control over a one nation or one body of people over another. It's nature is there for everybody and is abundant. There's just so much positive things to just go upon, man. Whenever you talk about unity, you know what I mean,
Like I
and
said the
love.
other night, with peace comes love, and with love comes
Yeah,
peace.
yeah, yeah. We say this all the time on the bill. With peace comes love, and with love comes peace. Um, and we just gotta really sit back and see things from a different perspective, and that perspective is one of someone like me per se. Let's say like the mulatto, the person who can't really make a choice between black or white. What do those people do? What do people like me do? To find truth. What's the truth for me? You know what I'm saying? Am I supposed to sit here and be mad at my ancestors because they just was who they was, and I'm here now, and I'm supposed to believe that you got truth? What about the white people who believe in the black conscious community and want to support them? Are you guys gonna oust them too? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Uh,
We need to unify, and we can't get stuck into the confusion that the elites put into people's heads to cause this division in the first place.
I'm hearing an echo. I don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah, I think it's
Okay, it's gone. It was dead. Yeah, man. I mean, like we keep using words like rhetoric and this fucking all this stuff trying to make another person look or feel stupid, man. We ain't never getting anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Let's just have real conversations. Legit conversations where we're not sitting here trying to sound like fucking scientists and shit. Like, bro, I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, you know, uh, I'm young and everything, but yo, I can go. The information is there for everybody. Anybody can look up information. You know what I'm saying? So I can read just as well as everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And the whole point of the matter is that if we could all research the same shit, there's no reason for debate because nigga, you don't need bro Sanchez to tell you anything. You go research it yourself. You know,
Yeah.
and we don't need no globe. Uh, actually, we do need it because we still can't find the proof from the or real proof from the science. You know, the mainstream science. So we actually do need to ask the globus when and where we can see a globe. But that's just a
We do
joke.
need to teach the difference though,
Mm.
and pseudoscience and irrefutable science, repetitive science, because
Yeah,
you
but
can do this step and this
Right.
step and this step.
Applied science.
Exactly. And you'll always wind up with this after applying these steps.
right.
But pseudoscience, they say, oh, do this and this and this, and it'll turn this into blah, 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 blah,
See,
blah.
you see what
And how they
sucks
come up
though?
with this fallacy.
You see what sucks though? See, now we're doing it. You know, using words like pseudoscience, fallacies. Those are certain.
But it
Those
is
are.
a real
It
thing,
is a
though.
real
I
thing.
mean,
It
like,
is a real thing. But once we stray away from that thing, then we could get somewhere because these words are created so that we can use them as weapons to battle with. You know, you gotta think about
Right.
this, man. We are only on internet. We are not in front of you. We can't punch each other in the face. So what's the next
yeah.
best move? You know what I'm saying? Use words like rhetoric and fallacies and that all those words are used to try to make yourself look like you're stronger or mentally stronger than the next person, bro. That has nothing to do with reality. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I look at it like, with like synthesis medications versus natural, you know, uh, natural remedies,
Hmm.
the natural ways of the healing of
I don't know
people.
why my call keep dropping.
Try turn your camera off. It'll give you like a less lag. You know what I'm saying? You'll stay
Empress
connected
Lou
to the.
said we need to learn more languages. That's very true. We need to learn more
Yep.
languages and then unlearn the languages and then get to one universal language, which is love. So exactly, Empress Lou, you got it right on the money, dropping jewels in the motherfucking chat, and that's how we do it. Dropping jewels in the chat. We love it, man. This build, man. This build is all about the people. So I'm always gonna stop to acknowledge the chat because I'm, I'm their voice because you know, they can only type. You know, they can't speak. So I just want to spread what she had to say because we learn the languages. We can also learn more lies that's being told. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So because like there's different narratives in different countries, there's different parts of truth being told in different countries. Like say like if we're in America, we hear a story about something that happened in East Arabia. Do you think we're gonna get the truth from the news stations from someone who's in America who wasn't there or somebody who was actually there? You know that's why they shut off internet some parts like in Egypt when that shit was happening in Egypt they shut the internet down like nobody you couldn't even communicate with anybody in Egypt. That's crazy because if you could speak Egyptian you probably find some real shit out. They don't want that.
Yeah, you're right about that, man. I learned one thing. I travel a lot, bro. I haven't just been in Japan. And one thing I did notice is you hear a different type of news. Like I remember listening to Al Jazeera and BBC and sitting. All of them got different takes on the news. So people are getting different information and not even knowing it.
I did end up catching like Australia, New Zealand, the Netherlands, and I can't think of the other country. But basically, they were all getting the same news. On that specific subject, they were all getting the same thing. But then we were hearing completely different here in the states.
Right.
Like it was a shock to me just to hear that. They hear what they're telling everyone over there, and they verified it. Literally different countries, different walks of life, and they all were getting the same news, and we were getting complete opposites. And how they doctrinate our news or whatever, and make us believe, for example, like Al Qaeda, blah, blah, all that certain stuff. they were getting complete different news on their side than what we were getting. Is that a bird?
Oh, that.
Oh, it is a bird. I hear it. Is it a cockatiel or a parakeet? It's got to be a parakeet. Unless no, maybe not. Maybe a dryer, and the belt squeaking a little bit.
Yo, my bad, guys.
You good? You good?
Yeah, still building. Yeah, so I like my lighter messed up. So
You trying to light that thing on the stove?
yeah, I had to go to the stove. My fucking lighter like literally like just busted on me. I'm like,
That's what it
fuck?
was.
You
I
trying
thought
to light
it was
that
a
spill?
parakeet or something. A parakeet or either that. I thought it was a like a dryer and the
Oh,
belt
that
squeaking.
you
or
heard that?
something.
You heard the click, 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 click from the stove?
Yeah,
That's deep, yo. That's a good ass microphone.
right. That's what I'm saying. That's a computer mic, right?
Yeah, this shit, my shit's mad far away, yo. See, yeah,
Hey, what about? Don't you have studio mics and stuff?
I do, but I'm using my computer mic right now.
Oh, no, I know. Can't you? I'm sure you can hook that up to it
I
eventually.
live in a fairly decent place too. I mean, it's not like the kitchen's far away. It's literally the kitchen is on the other end of my apartment, man.
That's crazy, man. Like it picked that up like that. Dang.
So I know what to. I know I can't be arguing with my
That-
girl now. That's fucking funny.
Don't fart walking out the room. Everybody gonna hear it.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Damn, man. I gotta go back to the stove. I gotta find these light. I gotta find. I gotta find these matches ASAP. You know, what the fuck happened to them? But yeah, man. I just want to touch on.
Check your pockets.
Man, I ain't got no. They in my pockets. But
Check underneath your bed.
I want to touch on. I want to touch on something. When we was in the debate, you know, Bro Sanchez, you know, he displayed something that that like what these people do, man, and what he displayed tonight was, you know, he called the dude out for being a Mason. If y'all noticed that, see what he did was he set the stage before he knew exactly how the debate was gonna go. He knew that they wasn't really gonna come with facts or nothing. But see, the thing is, like, by him going on that show and them not being able to disprove him, just proves that, you know, there's indoctrination and there's lies within that community, and that they're not about putting the truth out because they're not willing to deal with the truth. And by Bro Sanchez going on there, wasting, spending his time on that show, wasting time on those brothers, you know, dropping jewels, you know, it doesn't matter how many jewels you drop. It's like on the other day on Dread, right? I was like making jokes and shit because I had to, because I was pissed. And it's like one joke I made was like, yo, it's like whenever they got debriefed, dude was like, all right, whatever truth they come with, I know they're gonna come with truth, but whatever truth they come with, just try to steer away from it. Just don't even acknowledge it. Just try to like bang on the beast or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, who said that?
I'm saying that.
Said
I'm
he.
saying, oh, bang on the beast. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about who. You said you was in a debate and somebody said that, or that's how they was.
No, I'm saying that's
I
how
think
it
that-
seemed. I'm saying that's how it seems
Right.
because whenever they would touch on, whenever Bro Sanchez or Brother Dread would touch on a fact and pull up visuals for it, you know, they would put it through the damnation, and you know, and before they would reach that,
Hey, it keep kicking me in me here out. Me there, me there, me, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Man, man, yeah, cause y'all speak that truth, man. They don't want you in it. I don't know why, but let me see something, man. Let me see something.
But you know they got
What the fuck?
I would have never even debated him no way because when he saw that hat, that Masonic hat, that's what their agenda is anyway, is to teach lies. I mean, to teach in secrecy.
Yeah, but if we don't, if he, see, I shout out to the brothers, brother Sanchez, man. Let me tell you something. You know how we talk about Dick Gregory being a double agent?
Yeah,
So don't you think Bro Sanchez is smart enough to know exactly what's going to happen during a debate with a person who's a
Mason.
Mason?
Yeah,
Yeah, he know.
So the
He know his whole purpose. He's more concentrating on the audience, and that's what
exactly,
you got to do when you
exactly,
come into these debates. I've done a few. You, that's what you just trying to get some truth out there. So hopefully,
for people to
it'll
say
fall
no,
on some
wait up,
ears that's free minded,
right,
that's open minded, and they'll go and look into it.
right.
And that's the whole that's art that's bro's agenda.
That's the art of debating.
Right. I had to learn that too, man. That's what you got to do.
You
Because
listen
you're
to
not going to
people
win
debate.
nobody on that comes on to debate. You're not going to win them. You just trying
It's
to.
really not even. Really not even about winning and losing. It's about getting information.
Right.
That's right.
mm,
And bro know that.
light a
It's not no
candle.
such thing as no
Oh,
debate.
yo, that's you know what? Shout out to Empress. Shout out to Empress. I'm telling you, man. These people in the chat, man. They really do make this show what it is, man. I'm telling you because whenever you try to like talk about something, they always got like 3 or 4 extra facts to add on to that, and like stuff that you forget. It's kind of like what you was doing, Danny, when you was throwing me jewels in the back chat while they was talking. You know. Uh,
He's listening in. He had to go to the bathroom.
oh yeah. So shout out to Danny because you know what? I want to say something. You see what just happened, yo?
Yeah, his girl took over.
That's unity.
Oh yeah.
That's unity. That's unity right there that they are trying to
We're a
destroy.
team.
Yeah, that's the unity that they're trying to destroy. You know what I'm saying? And when I say they, I'm talking about like
How's the
the
big?
movements, the lesbian, gay, transgender movements, and all it's just disgusting, man. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. As long as you're not doing whatever you're doing on my lawn in front of my kids, whatever you do, what you do, and behind closed doors, that's fine, man. But to impose on everybody else, man, through the movies, through the videos and certain websites and social media stuff, man, that's not right, man. You know what I mean? But you
Yeah,
know what?
nothing you can do.
The bond between the woman and the man is always being attacked, man, through the music and like I'm gonna just say something, man. Like whenever you are going through this life and you got a good woman behind you, man, life is a lot easier. You see things for what they truly are because women are that have that mother like instinct, like real woman, you know. Oh man, like
Nurturing
yes,
instinct.
man.
Then
My
you
girl
know
puts me
having
in my put.
a real man behind you too.
No, yeah, that's true. But the point is that
Right.
like you bring the life and shit. So like you know what I'm saying. A man's job is to protect. A woman's job is to lead. Okay. So again, oh
I just always like to think about like, it's all about balance because yes, we as women we give life, but without our men we wouldn't be able to give life.
so when I say a woman leads, I mean they're leaders in the nurturing aspect, which means like if I have a baby, who can take care of the baby? Who could feed the baby? Who could have the baby?
Yeah, I see what you're
You know what I'm
saying.
saying? So when you think about procreation, who's more important?
Yeah, the woman, the mother's the first teacher.
Exactly. So we
She's the
all
only teacher. Well, I don't mean only, but she's really the only teacher.
right.
You don't really learn from your father. You learn from your mother. I mean, we do learn from our fathers, but we follow our mothers. Hell, if they split up, I'm going with my mama.
Hell yeah. You know, a mom is naturally going to. What the fuck? Y'all hear
Not
that? I got good
necessarily
mic. Y'all hear that?
naturally.
Yeah, you fought it.
I didn't fart.
Uh,
I didn't fart. Nah,
wilding.
I was trying to get off subject there, but I just like to keep the shit real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
We
but
good.
yo,
So that's what that was.
one thing about the mother, what David was touching.
So that's what that was, James.
What's up?
So you trying to change the subject?
Yeah, you trying to change
Because I
something. So that's
farted.
what that
Because I
was.
farted.
Yeah.
Nigga, watch. Next time I got a fart, I'm gonna let you have it. It's gonna be so nasty. You gonna smell it through the chat, nigga.
Oh.
Nah, that's fucking with you. But yo, the mother is the truth, man. And the fact that Danny, damn, you know he already said his name on it. Who cares, bro? Well, the fact that
Yeah.
the fact that y'all together and y'all can be here trying to find truth together, man, that right there is everything. Because I'm gonna tell you why it's everything. Because when you talk about uniting people, we're not literally talking about unite. There's no way you can even put 50 people. Look at what just happened on Hangouts. You couldn't even put 6 people in a Hangout without things getting crazy. You know what I'm saying? So imagine 100 people, 300 people. What it is when they talk about, uh, you know, bringing things back to nature and becoming more independent. We're talking about the the immediate family. Now, when you deal with welfare and the government subsidized housing, you kind of like take out the man's role. You know, in that position. And this is kind of like going back to that whole black conscious community. White man created uh, subsidized housing and welfare through the black man to further imprison them and keep and break up the family. But I mean, from what I see today, everybody's on welfare shit. You know what I'm saying? So it really wasn't
Yeah.
just made for only the black man. You know?
And I
Yeah, we
always
we,
hate
we
to
all
look at it as about race because, like, I joke around all the time and say I'm a mutt because I'm Spanish, I'm German, I'm Swedish, I'm Cherokee. I mean, you can't really say you're just this one thing anymore.
Right. You really can't.
and it don't really even matter because we all are enslaved. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? I like to look
All
at it as if blacks
exactly.
maybe we like to feel Negroes and the whites are like house Negroes. You know what I'm saying? But we all still slaves. And that's how they play us against each other. And if when you go to these different countries, you'll see the same kind of it's the same construct, just different players, just different teams. Like over here in Japan, you got Japanese hating Koreans. You go somewhere else, they got something else set up for you to hate or someone else for you to not like, just because of some
Exactly.
bullshit.
It's always about pinning people against each other, keeping people focusing on fighting each other instead of fighting those who are really fucking us over.
Right. Like
Right.
right.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yo, that's like we was talking about earlier about like we don't even know if the the globe Earth and the flat Earth argument was created either. Like we don't even really know what it truly is, but we just go through observation. And even if it really is flat and the truth is that it's flat, guess what? The argument the argument was created through the globe. So no matter what, like we're just being thrown loops because we keep going back and forth with each other. You know what I mean? We're not giving the full flat out truth. You know what I'm saying? We're just giving bits and pieces of clues, and we're going through observation with the um, in perspective to the rainbow, in perspective to the horizon, in perspective to the fact that they've done laser beam tests that extend miles across a lake and find no curvature. So there's a lot of things that hold to be very true and very concrete that is irrefutable. But the fact that that remains true, yet you have these people in the black conscious community willing to debate and say that we're wrong without presenting any evidence, just goes to show that the profit from this all and the deception is way more valuable than the truth. More valuable to who, you may ask? More valuable to the elite. Why? Because once you begin to see that indoctrination flourish, you begin to see yourself flourish because you own the indoctrination. You own the money. Money is actually knowledge, truth. That is the reason why it's supposed to be trusted, because you only trust something if you have supposed truth. Okay, so when they talk about, oh, this is a legal tender, in God we trust, it's all another tool just to get you to further believe in that it's real, that it's tangible. But we all both know that we can rip that piece of paper up, burn it on fire, and it can mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then, and what do we got? We just got our labor, our hands, our spirits, and our minds. And that's all we ever use to do anything on this planet. Think about it. We sit here and we act like money has value, but why did the people, the builders who went and built the skyscrapers, why did they go to work? They didn't go to work because they felt like being Bob the Builder, because they felt like they was a part of something great, because they wanted to plaster their name on you know what I mean, on the side of the building and let everyone know that they did it. No, they did it because they
All
needed
about
money.
that dollar.
No, they need it's no, it wasn't about the money. It's about the love for their family, because they didn't want to do it for the money. If they could do something for the money, they would live their dream and do that for money, but they couldn't. They had to do it because they loved their family. You know what I mean? And that's it. Everything that we have built was built off of love. So why can't we just understand that money itself is a substitute for love? Because what do people say? Do it for the love of money, or money is the root of all evil. And you can commit crimes of passion through love. So when you deal with money, you're dealing with passion. Okay, you put your passion in your job because your family needs to survive. All right. When you put your passion in your job because your family needs to survive, that money becomes true to you. It becomes tangible. It becomes everything. It becomes your God. That's the reason why it says your God, and God we trust in it, because they want you to trust in it as if it was God. Not,
Talk, sir.
huh?
I was just saying, talk, preacher.
Wait,
Man,
that's right.
man, I'm gonna tell you guys something, man. I got a lot to offer and shit, but I really just like to make this about y'all, man. And I interject when I feel it. I don't got a bunch of notes on the side of me and nothing like that. I straight up, like, do my research, and I go off of what I can remember. Most of it is what I observe. But I mean, like, this is just common sense stuff. Like, I mean, y'all telling me preach and shit, but I don't need to preach a damn thing. What needs to happen is y'all need to hear what I'm saying and then do your research, so that one day y'all could be saying the same shit that I'm saying and be as passionate as I am, because it's true. And even if you don't know it's true, guess what? You're getting closer to some truth, because you definitely understanding that whatever you're learning is opposite of what the masses tell you, or what mainstream science will tell you. And then whenever you got,
That's why I was. Go ahead.
I said,
sorry.
whenever you got something that is questionable, and then that's what you do. You question it. You don't just ignore it. So when someone's coming at you with facts, question that shit. So that you can help yourself. You ain't helping yourself if you don't question something that someone's coming at you with. If someone says, "Hey, 3 + 4 is 5," and you say, "Yeah, sure, that's fine," and it goes right over your head, you know how stupid you're gonna look. That's like 3 + 4 is 5. What? No, nigga, 3 + 4 is 7. You know what I'm saying? Like think about it. Like, this is the problem. Like, people, they can understand, they can hear somebody, but they don't listen. Like what happens is, this is what happens during debates, and I'm gonna end it with this. This is what happens during debates. People like to hold on to their point. So while they're holding on to their point in their head, the other person's talking, and they're not hearing a damn thing.
Hmm.
and it's not their fault. It's kind of like a natural thing, especially when you do have passion. But the reason why that's not good is because we should all be open minded and try to really understand things for what it is, even if you don't believe Bro Sanchez at that moment. You got to understand what it is he's bringing to you, because at the end of the day, this is research that he's done, because it didn't come out of his ass. You know, the scriptures didn't wasn't written magically on his chest overnight. You know what I'm saying? This is stuff that he fucking went and looked up, man. And same thing you could do too. So don't take Bro Sanchez's word for it. Go do the damn research. That's it. That's all you gotta
Don't take
do.
nobody's word for it.
Right.
No, you're right.
And like what you were saying about the money and everything, that kind of touches on what I was just telling Mahiri in the back chat. I grew up in Alaska in the bush, with no electricity, no running water, plumbing, none of that. And I've always felt like, that's how we were meant to live, because that keeps us harmonized, that keeps us in tune with nature like we're meant to be.
I need that plumbing though. I need that. I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying.
I grew up without any of it. I mean, we hunted our food, all of that.
Yeah. Shout out to the chat, man. Jay's only, man. You already know. That's why I'm having trouble. Jay's only. That's right, man. Yeah.
But the bill, to go back to what you were saying, I mean, you got a lot of people. They think how you think, but maybe they don't have the courage to really come out and say it. So,
Or they could be
when they hear
not as
somebody
good
like
at
you,
wording it.
right, right. So when they see somebody like you coming out and saying it, that gives people a little courage. You know what I'm saying? To maybe speak out themselves. But I feel like a lot of people really do uh, understand, and they think how you think. We just got different personalities, and
It's
I
time
think
to
our
get
society
bold.
is built on consensus. A lot of us just follow consensus. That's why people believe in the globe, because everybody else does.
It's time to get bold.
Right, exactly. That's why I think people like us we are kind of different.
It's
You know
time
what
to
I'm
be bold
saying?
and
We the
know who
first
you
ones to
are,
catch
man.
on to this FE. I think most of us are free minded, open minded. Not everybody is like that naturally.
Well, the thing is, know who you are. Stand on your square.
Right. Yeah. Know who you are, man. That's the whole point. Of this whole deception is not knowing who you are, and also questioning who you are, because with those questions
Yep.
comes the deception, because there's all sorts of, oh, you want to question who you, oh, I got some answers for you. I got lots of answers, multiple.
Hmm.
And why would you
Hmm.
need multiple answers? Why? Because that one answer, man, it frees everybody from the indoctrination, from them being able to control everything and all. I mean, like, it just sucks, man. What sucks the most is that we got all these different platforms, and then guess what? If we all just talk to each other, all of these platforms will come together. But with those platforms coming together comes the masses. How many times? Let me tell you something. Before you talk to somebody, right? And if you know, this is why the black community is fucked up. Black conscious community is fucked up, because they play off of people being naive. Because if you could tell a person anything and they'll believe you, as long as they are willing to believe you. You know, that's why I was trying to mention earlier about like cathedrals and shit like that. Like, without cathedrals, without the Bible, it would not work, because you need to captivate people's like eyes and shit. You gotta astound people. You need people to be like, wow. So when you do tell them a lie, they won't ever question you, because you come with all this shit that they can't provide. You come with the big cathedrals full of art, man. Like, like, you got whenever you dealing with stuff like that, it's just like you're dealing with things you can't comprehend as a regular person, so you won't question it. and they already know this. That's the reason why they spend so much time with these cathedrals, man. Like, look how extravagant they are. You know, that was not for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, it it's out of fear, man. Beauty, the beauty in those cathedrals was made through the fear of those who built that. Why? Because it's the same reason why they made NASA or why they have so many space stations in every country. Because without the narrative of space, you get people questioning the entire walk of life and reason for living. Their reason for you living is to serve them, but the trick is to get you to believe that you're living for yourself. That's why money
Right.
exists. You know, that's why you know GMOs and all the shit, weather, the weather modulation and all. Okay, they're getting ready to denaturalize everything so that you can only pay homage to them. So that way, they will always be in control. Now think about this: 100 years from now, after the world is presented with GMOs and GMO everything, GMO weather, with harp, even GMO personalities with all this crazy shit that we see, like making, what's that that drug, I forget what it's called, the A that makes people gay, atrazine or some shit like that. I don't know, but I'll get the right word later. I don't feel like going into it, but there's a lot of things that's made to keep people from being as natural as possible, and that's because they want to own everything, man. Like, when you own everything, what are you doing? You're pretending to be like God. Okay, so when you can pretend to be like God, you can, over time, you could be God. Because if you can allow people to believe that, yo, this is my God, this is who I serve. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. Religion makes you pray, right? And it's something that you have to give all your respect, all your dignity, your pride. You throw it all away. Give all your respect. Make sure that you're just straight up all about that God, right? That's what they want to make sure. Like, you make sure you're praising all the time and always praying and shit. Why? Why? Because you know why? They want you to believe that this is a way of life and this is the way you're supposed to live, because that's the reason why.
It's the way it's always
Not
been.
only that, but listen to this. Ready? They're gonna allow your kids to go there because somewhere down the line in the future, they are going to be able to say that they created everything. They're going to be able to say they created weather. They're going to be able to say they created food. They're going to be able to say they created personalities like gay people, straight people. They're going to be able to say that they created all of that. And there is not going to be a single person from the natural world living to dispute that. You understand? This is what we're coming to, guys. This is the reason why these panels are so important. Because once they get rid of people like us, then there's no more natural world. Don't you guys get it? Then it's only the corporate world. Then it's only what they own that you perceive to know is true and real to you. You don't know about real nature. Or you won't know about real nature because everything will be GMO'd the fuck out. Denaturalized everything. So your only world, that what you're going to pay homage to, what you're going to pray to and love and appreciate is the manufacturer of the GMO, the corporation. You're not going to know about nature. That's where we're heading, guys. We have to see the bigger picture here. We're giving all this stuff.
Exactly.
We're giving all this stuff to argue about. Why? Because they need to sit back and plan and get these people to understand that it's okay to praise something and to put something before you, so that way when it comes time, they will take control, full control, and always remain in control. Think about that as an elite, as the elite. Now they've been working so hard, and that's one thing that we've seen come true is fucking GMO everything. Why? You guys gotta understand, like,
They're destroying Earth's natural frequencies. The frequencies we're meant to harmonize with. We're meant to feel at, like, kind of feel one with Earth, and they're destroying that.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
That's the whole point. And I'm sorry being long with it, but it's just like if I don't say this thing, like I feel like
No, go
who
ahead, bro.
is. You know what I'm saying? I just need to express the fact that we have we have a limited amount of time, man, to get this shit right, and we gotta understand that. Like, if we can sit here and go on all these theories that other people have, but if we don't make our own theories and if we don't come up with our own shit that we can see with our two eyes, then what are we doing? We're just repeating what somebody else says. We're not making moves towards progression, you know. So we got to think about where our future is headed with all this shit, man. We don't got any real chance as long as we keep on eating these GMOs and accepting this shit. We don't have a chance as long as we gonna keep on walking around and going to work and acting like there ain't shit up in the sky spraying us. You know, we're not gonna get anywhere as long as we can accept that our kid's gay and because they say that it's natural and they were born that way. Yeah, motherfucker, of course they were born that way because they made them born that way. All right,
Exactly.
you gotta shake them out of that shit, man. We gotta understand what's really going on. You gotta educate these people on why they are the way they are. According to studies, according to mainstream science. Mainstream science tells you this shit because it's time for them to tell you shit. Okay, it's time for them to open up because they gotta get themselves prepared for the future. Exactly what I'm telling you about denaturalization of everything, so they can have total control over the minds, spirits, bodies, of everyone, man. They don't want people to realize or understand about nature at all. They don't want them to. That's why all these reality TV shows are geared towards going to parties, drinking, having sex with. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing real. You know what I'm saying?
Arguing,
Huh?
fighting.
Yeah, yeah. Ain't nothing real about this shit, man. Like, come on, how many forensic files spinoffs are there? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody is all about this murder shit, man. We ain't never talk about coming in together. That's why we need channels like this, man, to build. The build is all about you guys. You know what I'm saying? It's all about us coming together. And people need to realize this, man. We don't got too much time, man. We sitting here trying to fact check each other with fucking facts from the Europeans, supposedly, quote unquote. But then at the same time want to discredit the motherfucker every day. You know what I'm saying? It's a contradiction, and that should be just debunked and put out there by the everyday average person. Fact though, you
That's
you
hate.
can't talk about being Afrocentric and
That's
not
hate.
live in Africa and living wherever the hell you're gonna live in the United States and pay taxes, dude. Like, seriously. This shit is ridiculous, man. It's about to be 5 in the morning. We're over here putting in this flat work, man, and we're doing it for free. Meanwhile, these motherfuckers is sitting here planning the next lecture that they're gonna make $3,000, $4,000 off of one night to go and spill some fucking bullshit. Now, don't you think that that's more of enough reason to just keep the lies going? Don't you think that's more than enough reason to get up on these panels and when someone brings the facts to just sit there and ignore them and then fucking try to make black people feel bad about who they are as a person because they're gonna blame somebody else for their fucking downfall? No, no, no. I'm sick of it, man. I'm really am, man. And I'm gonna sit there and say this, man. This is the reason. The reason why Bro Sanchez is coming at these brothers with love is because he's sick of it too. There's an old saying: if you can't beat them, join them. Or know thy enemy. Keep your enemy close.
That
And these are the simple ideas, the simple principles that I can see that is being displayed by Brother Sanchez, and it's very smart in his behalf because you know what? People could sit there and talk about slavery and shit, but then when you start to talk about the facts about slavery, about how everybody was shit, blacks were like the least.
we're enslaved now.
Right, but blacks were the least, like, when they talk about their the slavery they speak on though, we all know that we're in
Mm-hmm.
slavery now, but the slavery that they speak on, It's only bullshit 400 years. Supposedly what the history books say. But there's other
Shit never
Yeah,
happened.
I don't even know if I believe in all that,
That
right,
man.
shit
Tell you
never
the truth.
happened,
right,
man.
exactly,
Yeah, that's
exactly,
I'm on that side of it.
exactly.
I
Man,
kind of
that
started
shit
all
never
over.
happened.
Yeah.
That's
Kind of
why I
got
say
started.
when you see that's why I look at life now, man. When you teach black anything, goddamn, you teaching hate. Why? Because we all here together.
Because a color is a color, man. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you're teaching black anything, Japanese anything,
And,
yellow anything, white
yeah, it's
anything,
teaching
it's
hate
the same shit.
because you teaching separate. It's
Yeah,
separation.
they're the same
It's
people.
all about the division.
Another form of division.
Yeah. You can sit there and say, like bang on the beast. That's the same thing as saying, kill that nigger.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Exactly.
Come on.
You know,
So,
that's why I like to talk about my little boy so much because, that's the perfect example. The doctors try to sit there and say, oh, we don't know what causes congenital heart disease. We don't know what causes the heart to not form right.
Grief.
And yet, why is it the fact that, the more chemicals they're putting in our food, our water, everything else, the more common it's getting?
Right.
I mean, it gets as common as much as they go visit the hospital and tell them that this is what they have. We need to stop visiting Western hospitals. We need to start looking into some real shit. Because if you notice, people they be fine to go to the hospital, come back out that motherfucker with mad problems, a shitload of prescriptions, and then 3 months later they're dead. You know,
Exactly. They're trying to push more medications on our son right now because he's got autism, on top of his heart problems. He's already on the medications for his heart, and he has to have those. He will go into heart failure again
I,
without
I
them.
heard about.
But now they're trying to push more on him because of his autism. He's getting very violent and, punching himself and everything. And I told them, no, I would rather sit there and hold his arms and keep him from hitting himself than put him on another medication that's going to do God knows what to him.
Yeah, it's scary, man, because they want you to believe that these medications are the best for you. And you know what? I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you that what medications are good for you, what medications aren't. But one thing I can say is that I can tell you that there's a lot of research out there from like credible doctors that like went to school that would also say the same thing I'm telling you right now, and that is that the medical practices of the Western world does not cure you, they only treat you because they want you to keep your problem, if not make it worse, so that they can continue to see you as a patient.
No,
Exactly.
they're like
The
drug dealers,
government is
man.
the only person that has a patent on the word cure. So
That
nobody can cure you.
Right.
Yeah, that's why they call the surgeries. He turned 3 in November and he's had 6 open heart surgeries so far.
Oh
And
man.
Damn, that's
he'll
crazy.
eventually have to have a transplant, but we have to put it off as long as possible because he'll have to have a double transplant. He's got lung disease as well. And that's why they call them palliative surgeries. That means it's a temporary fix. They're not gonna, like, basically where we all have 4 pumping chambers in our heart, he was born with only one. His heart didn't form
Mm,
all the way.
mm.
Wow.
Keep your son in my prayers. That's fucked up.
And that's why I try to spread awareness is, to get people to realize, they can claim all they want, they don't know what's causing it. I know for a fact it's the crap they're putting in our bodies because you look back even 5, 10 years ago and it wasn't near as common as it is now. And it's just every year more and more children are born like this.
That's a fact.
Eczema, all that stuff.
Mm.
Yeah, allergies. Yeah.
Yeah, kids that used to have eczema like that.
Yeah,
Hell no.
it's sad. And with the autism, with my little boy, when I had him, yeah, he had his heart problems, but he very cuddly baby. He had to co-sleep. I had to be holding him at all times. And then after his first heart surgery,
And Dr. Wallach talks about hold on, let me check something, y'all. I don't know if I'm streamed offline yet. Let me see if it's
I've actually heard a lot about
Dr.
him.
Wallach. Yeah, he's dope.
Yeah.
I just heard about him today,
He's got something called.
He
yesterday.
speaks a lot of truth.
He's got something called.
I never heard of him.
Yeah, Dr. Wallach. He's dope. He's got something called selenium. People need to check into that selenium, man. It's real. Yeah, it was buffering. It's my OBS messed up. Empress Lou, good looking. But
Is that why it keeps dropping me?
nah, it was something to do with my OBS system. It had nothing to do with the Hangout. I don't know why the Hangout keeps dropping you.
It keeps
It
dropping me
does
in the
that
head.
sometimes. It's done that to us before with people. I don't know why it does it, but it does do that sometimes for some reason.
Does it happen to people who like using their camera? Is that when it mostly happens?
Well,
Nah,
yeah, it might help trying to. Well, no, because Mahire hasn't had his camera on. I don't think, and
nah.
he's dropped
And
out quite a few
I cut
times.
mine off earlier, and it did me when y'all said turn the camera off.
Are you on your phone?
Mm-hmm.
Danny
Okay,
said it might help if Bill turns his camera off on OBS, so it's not using so much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it got something to do with the
It'll
bandwidth.
use less bit rate.
Okay.
He knows more about the computers than I do.
Yeah, shout out.
So that's probably why my hair hadn't come back. Cause every time you see me go off, they drop me. I thought it was me at first.
I don't know, man, but all I know is that it's getting pretty late here, man. I don't want to be too
What time is it out there for y'all?
as fuck.
It's like 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
It's 4 a.m. here.
Oh, okay. Coming up on 7 p.m. over here.
Shh. Oh, in Japan. Oh, where you say you was Japan?
Yeah, yep.
It's crazy. Well, man,
It's a beautiful place.
I can only imagine. This whole plane is beautiful, man. We got a lot of beautiful.
And it's a lot of us out here too, man. It's not. I think you guys would probably be surprised if you came out here.
Flat earthers or black people?
I mean, black, no, not flat earthers, but black people. I met a few flat earthers.
You know why?
For one.
You know why? Because there's black people everywhere, man. They always try to tell us that we come from Africa. No, we motherfuckers come from everywhere around here, man. Like, ain't no such thing as the first man coming out of Africa. Like, they only point to
Yeah, I don't believe that.
they only point to Africa to keep you away from where we really come from, or you know what I'm saying, what's really good. And I think what's really going on is we come from everywhere. Shit.
Everybody, black people and white people are from everywhere. You got black Germans and white Germans,
Yeah.
black Japanese, and I don't know what the other one is, but you do. They're different. They're black Japanese.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they got some dark skinned Japanese over here, man.
You know, they're black. In order for you to be a samurai, you have to have
You talking about the black blood?
right.
I know they had a man. I forgot the dude's name. It was a black samurai. I think his name was Kosuge or something.
Kosuge.
They had I mean, it's been documented. He was a slave.
Right.
He was off a Portuguese ship.
Hearing some echo.
That's why I like to have my hair day on here, man.
Yeah, he's got a lot of knowledge.
And these Japanese show love too, man. They really infatuated with black folks. Like where I live at, I'm like the only. It's a couple more brothers out here, but I'm the only black American out here so far that I see in my city that I stay in.
Where you stay?
It's called Odawara.
Ottawa.
Yeah, it's right there by Mount Fuji. Like I work on. I'm a contractor, man. So I work on a lot of military bases. So if you go by the military bases, it's like you in the States again.
I'm not gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't really get too homesick.
When we were
I can just go by the base and do. They got the clubs and the bars and all that.
So you're in the military?
Nah. I used to be
Okay.
about going on about 14 years ago. I got out.
I'm not gonna lie. When we were kids,
Okay.
we were kind of mean to the Japanese tourists because, like, in Alaska, you get a lot of Japanese tourists in the summer, and they would always ask us how to keep the mosquitoes away, and we always told them
Yeah.
to eat lots of bananas because bananas attract mosquitoes.
Oh, bananas attract mosquitoes.
Yeah, the potassium it attracts them.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's some good knowledge right there.
You learn a lot of stuff like that growing up there.
We're gonna learn a lot of.
That's one thing. About the flat Earth, like the A map. I'm because I travel from I go from like Japan to Atlanta a lot, and the route never made sense. It used to never make sense to me, man. Because sometimes like I'll go to Detroit, stop at Detroit first, and then come down to Atlanta. And we always used to go by Alaska.
Yep.
We always flew by, and that don't make no kind of sense on the globe. But once I seen that AE map, I was like, oh, okay,
All
Well,
the
that's
sense in the
like in
world is made.
Alaska,
yeah,
we've
yeah,
got so
it's a
long
straight
of
shot.
daylight and
I
so
need to
long
see
of
the AE
darkness,
map.
and that doesn't make sense on a
Yeah, y'all
globe.
heard that? It
Yeah,
in Alaska you get how long, babe?
Like, I don't know if it's still the same because I know it's been changing for some reason, but when I was growing up, we would have 6 months of daylight and 6 months of darkness, like no
yeah,
sun whatsoever.
yeah. No sun.
Yeah,
And there are villages that actually shut down for that 6 months because they have no resources.
They get paid for the gas. I mean the oil. Excuse me.
yeah. You get paid to stay
Yeah,
out there, don't you?
Yeah, they
yeah,
get
you get
paid.
paid to live there. You get paid a dividend.
Right.
Each kid, and the
So like
more
if
kids you
they happen to
have,
if they score oil underneath your property,
Yeah, it's basically so that if they find oil on your property, they can claim it without you
yeah,
really
they can
being able to
basically
say
run
anything.
you off your spot.
Oh, okay. I knew it was some kind of string attached.
But when you grow up in the bush, you don't have to like buy property. You basically claim property for your own, and it's yours. It's you don't have to go and find
the
who owns
thing
it and or anything like that.
that's birthrights.
That's to sound like finders keepers.
That's
Pretty
some
much.
birthrights. That's
I mean, I miss it. I've always felt like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, the YouTube, the technology, it helps. But I've always felt like we weren't meant to have all of this technology.
Hey, check this
It
out,
makes.
man. This here Madonna, man. We gonna have technology for the rest of our life, man.
Let me tell you about the Most High.
Let me
Most high. See what I'm
the most
saying?
My
high the
humble
most high
opinion.
created man and man created technology. That's why technology is
The Most
natural.
High came to me in a dream and told me that I shit rainbows.
Nah, brother. You live in a fantasy land.
Oh man, he was on
Oh,
point right there.
damn.
Dude,
Hey
he was
man,
right
half
on
my
point.
homeboys is like Madonna, man. I know
I
that. I know
swear
that
you
character.
sounded like Madonna, like
That
no
was
kidding just
great.
now. I thought he just popped in for a second. I'm not even kidding. I looked up like, uh-oh.
Don't say his name again. He might pop up
Nope.
like
Three times and
Candyman.
he pops up.
I fuck around and invite Madonna. I swear to God, I have Madonna on the build every single episode if I could.
But see,
He
them
doesn't
people like
really
like
like
him,
me though.
them people like him and his other ones. Like I don't know how long y'all been in this FE community. I've been there for a while, man. And a lot of these cats, like Madonna, Brenda,
Oh god.
Tim and all them, man, they been with this for years, bro.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, something got to be up with
Well,
them.
one thing about the comedic Hotepian hustle is that when we're in New
He
York,
talks about.
when we're in New York and we're having our meetings and we're counting our money, we give thanks to the Most High, first of all. Second of all, what we do is we take the globe and we shove it up our ass. That's how much we love it. Fuck, man, these guys are fucking crazy,
They
man.
love that ball.
They love that ball.
I don't know if it might just be a severe case of cognitive dissonance. I don't know.
Here we go with those words.
I don't know what his
I charge it up to that. Well, hey, get to know that one because
That's a real.
that's something I didn't even know that word before
Yeah.
before I found out about FE.
Let me tell you something. Cognitive dissonance is another tool to try to make someone feel like they're less of a person than you. Okay?
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right on there.
You
It's
can
all about keeping people on
cognitive
level.
dissonance is the same thing as saying you're ignorant or stupid. There's no difference.
Pretty
Right,
much, yeah.
You know what
right.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Well, I had to disagree with you on that, man. It's really you hear something that's so shocking, your brain just can't even wrap your mind around it. I
that
think
sounds like an
more or less
excuse
we
to me,
all have.
bro. That I'm sorry. We can build on this, but it just sounds to me
Well,
it sounds like an excuse, man. That something's just so profound that your mind can't wrap around it. So that's an excuse for you to be ignorant. No, because
I mean,
it just doesn't make sense.
it goes against
It
everything.
doesn't make
It goes
sense.
against everything that you believe.
How I know that, but the
So
thing is that
Just like
the
Madame,
thing
perfect example of
the
Madame.
thing is that if you're going to look at something and say that you're giving your perspective on something, but then again, listen, motherfuckers go to war and come back with PSD. Now that's cognitive dissonance to me. You want to talk about cognitive dissonance? You know what I'm saying?
I've been to war, man. And it's kind of the same, and even like boot camp.
So why is it that people gonna sit there and give themselves the excuse of cognitive dissonance when they ain't never when they're sitting there trying to sit there and say that they're in a right state of mind, motherfucker? How could you be debating somebody that has cognitive dissonance and then you're gonna sit there and say that your research is correct? That makes no sense because you have to debate somebody that can act has real credibility. You know what I'm saying? That has
Somebody that can
somebody
understand what
with a
you're
clear
saying.
mind, somebody that's clear level headed. You know what I'm saying? So for you to be a
Right.
globalist and then call somebody else you have cognitive dissonance. Well, nigga, what you on the panel for then? You talking to the wrong motherfucker. Go talk to somebody who don't have
Yeah.
cognitive dissonance, nigga. Because now all you trying to do is win an argument. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing for yourself because you talking to me who have cognitive dissonance. How are you? How are you
Exactly.
getting?
I mean, that's
I don't know, man. That's why I say it's another word, another tool used to distract, and that's what I say. Just call a nigga stupid. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, when it all boils down to, it's all words, really. I mean, they're just sounds that we're making with our esophagus and our tongue and the way we shape our, mouth as we speak. But I
hey,
said,
but
some of
these
these
words
words are
these words
pointless to
have
be speaking as
power though.
words. Yeah,
These
if you
words
use
have
them
power.
if they're the right words, they can be used in a positive manner to inspire those. But
Right.
But in
some
the
of them
same
are
respect,
just complete nonsense.
a lot of these words, it's about the power you give them.
Right. Exactly. That's why I say like the masses control everything. The elite don't control you. They're scared of you. That's the reason why they go through these great lengths, these great lies, to get you to forever to be deceptive. Because if you find out the truth, guess what? Overnight, it's a wrap. Everybody that they love and know is dead because there's just way too many damn people.
Yeah,
That's it.
if we can overthrow the tyrant
Yeah.
very easily.
Listen, if
Remember,
everybody in every city went to their local government buildings and fucking trashed them, they didn't have to kill no. You don't have to kill nobody. Just trash them. Trash it. Just trash it. Blow it up. Do whatever you gotta do. Because then people don't have a place to come and conform. Think about this. If lawyers and judges don't have courtrooms, could you have court proceedings? What are you gonna do in a fucking hospital, in a school, in a car, in a park? You know what I'm saying? Like, think about this, man. Like, this is some real shit. Like, if people really found out the truth and got really pissed off, they can literally go to each and every mayor's office, every city hall, and turn that bitch upside down. And if that happens in every city, 3 days, the world would change. 3. And the only reason why
Exactly.
I say 3 days is because of cognitive dissonance. And I'm giving, and I'm not talking shit to you, free mind.
No, you good, bro.
This is the word. I just
Go ahead.
don't like the words, and you didn't make up the words, so don't take it personal. But people will be shocked that oh shit, it's over. then you know what's gonna happen is people start like either do one or two things, either come together or fucking war and just start savaging. But then after that is over, then the elite no longer exists and everything is down. It's done. It's just we're going back to square root one. Every man for himself again. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like where it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
That's why I say knowledge is power.
yeah. I mean,
Knowledge is power.
I don't know, man. I hope, and I really do hope that we can come to some type of understanding, some type of mutual ground as far as being, people. Like when you put whatever they call, I don't even know what the fuck they call it, but a shroud or something like that. Where you're part of the KKK. I forget what they call it, whatever. But when you put one of the sheets on your face, right? You feel connected.
Yeah.
You feel connected to the rest of the clan. And people gotta understand that the reason why that's so important is because people want to feel accepted. People want to feel inferior. People want to feel. I mean, superior. People want to feel. They want to feel like they are
Like they
unstoppable.
matter.
You know what I'm saying? Like they are number one. Like they can do nothing wrong, and that's just a way of thinking, and that way of thinking keeps you apart. So when you think about that person in the clan, and then you think about someone in the Black conscious community, basically living the same lifestyle, just on the flip side, you can almost feel bad and understand. Okay, this is something that's obviously made up. This is something that they cannot control. That most of them are probably born into it. You know what I mean? And they're given these unks and these dashikis, and they're told, okay, this is your enemy. Go out and consciously, get as much people as you can to follow you, to become consciously aware of who you are and what we are about. Okay, and that is the main reason why whenever Bro Sanchez would make up a point, they would go back to, well, the white man this and black man needs to do this and we need to come together.
Exactly.
Okay, because that's all that shit that they drill in their head. So that's the only thing that they're thinking about the whole time. Bro Sanchez is dropping science. All they can do is think about that fucking dude in the dashiki that told them that they were special and they were better than anybody else. And I'm gonna tell you something that's fucked up is they only, you know how in the Black conscious community, you see people. The only light skinned brother that's dropping real true knowledge is fucking Dr. Valentine.
Yeah, that's what I was about
You know what I'm
to say.
saying? And guess what? Everybody else that is hustling niggas is like fucking 17, not even 7. I wouldn't say that's fucked up, but they're like at least 7 shades darker than Dr. Valentine. Now, that's gotta tell you something. You know what it tells me? It tells me that they're fucking selling us out. You know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker. And it's not about being black, because if it was ever about being black people wouldn't even follow what's his name? Dr. Valentine. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Valentine would tell people the flat. Where are the Dr. Valentine followers? Because they seem like the most mature motherfuckers here. Because if they're not telling the rest of their community that the earth is flat, then who the hell is? Because we over here sitting there trying to do it, but where are those who follow Dr. Philip Valentine? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going off topic, but I'm just thinking about certain things. But like the thing is, like, I'm gonna get back to my point. The point is that you got all these people who prey on other black people, who appeal to other black people because their skin is the same as them, and they want to tell them that they're special and all this stuff, because they know that there's no way that they can ever feel for another race because they're not who they are. It's like if you get shot today, right? Could you say you've known what it was like to get shot yesterday? No, because you didn't never got shot before, so you can't say that. So anybody who's black could be told the story of Komet and all this shit and feel special because they never been white before, so they don't know what it feels like to be white. They don't know that it feels just as human or just as real being white than it does being black. So, like, that's the reason why I believe that maybe I was made for this shit because, like I said, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm white, and I'm black, so I can't be racist no way. And I feel very real, y'all. I feel like I know I've seen my spirit before. You know, I've done a lot of things that they say only melanated people can do. So my talent comes from a non-melanated woman. Matter of fact, not only my talent, my whole family's talent, and I have a big ass family, comes from a non-melanated woman. And they try to say creativity is mainly from the black woman and melanin. And the thing about that is I sing a lot with a lot of soul, man. So
Yeah, that means I don't know how the heck I do anything I do then.
right,
You know,
That's why I've got a lot of respect for Saranisu, because he that's watched his channel knows he touches a lot on the Black Pride stuff and all of that, and me and him do have a lot of completely opposite views. He's a Glober, all of that, but he modded me on his channel even when he had people emailing him, oh, she's white, right, and all this and that. You know,
he deleted
we
them.
still show each other respect, regardless of our differences, regardless of our different views. We still respect each other as people. We still recognize that we are people.
And we still have the same game that we have to fight.
right.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do something, man. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play this outro music, man. And I'm gonna end on this. We're all tired, and we're all fighting the same fight. So if you're a globist, globe head, or believer of the globe, or you're a flat earther, or if you're a no earther, if you think we live on Venus, if you believe that we live in fucking a locker in the movie Men in Black, you're allowed to come to this panel and give your opinion on it. And then after that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw you everything that led us to believe that the earth is flat because it led us to even more truth. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask you to either explain that for yourself or explain it to us so that you can help yourself get to a higher state of consciousness. And that is what we do here at the Build. That's what we will do here at the Build. And it's all about love and respect. I want the panelists to close it out. I'm out of here. I'm tired. It's been a long day. We've been putting a lot of flat work in. Shout out to Bro Sanchez. Shout out to Dread for putting that flat work in the debate today. But mainly, shout out to everybody out there, man. Shout out to all the people, man, that make this whole shit possible. You know what I'm saying? Without people acknowledging the science, without people acknowledging the truth, we wouldn't have truth. Okay, because truth only means something to those who believe in it, or who want to believe in it, or who find it. Actually, not fucking believing, who find it. Okay, who find the truth. I love everybody, man. Anybody who wants to come through and build and help with this whole truth movement, come through. For those who who respect the Build, please just share this. As y'all know, we don't accept donations here because we talk about living in a cashless society and living without means of currency. So as long as we can get everybody to understand that, then we don't need money. So just share this, man. That's all we need to do. Just fucking share the shit out of it. Like as many times as you can until it gets annoying. Because people need to understand the truth, man. And that's the most important thing. That's the most valuable thing. And a couple clicks makes a big difference. So I just want to say that I love y'all for stopping at the build. You know, if you want to ever get on the panel, go ahead and email me. One day I'm gonna put the email address up here, actually right now. And while y'all are building and closing out, I'm gonna go ahead and put the email address up there. Love y'all once again. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow, man, on episode 16.
All right.
Yeah.
Much
Take care.
love.
All right, y'all. Hey, appreciate you having me on, brother.
Yeah, go ahead and if y'all want to say something, you know what I'm saying, go ahead, because I'm
I'm good.
gonna be doing this, putting this email up for him and stuff.
I'm good. Y'all just take care of yourself. Love y'all. Peace.
Much
All right,
Hey,
bro.
man. I guess I'll start out. I don't have a channel anymore, but I mean, I guess I do have a channel because I have to be able to chat in YouTube. I have a new channel. I will be making music again live on it and stuff, and soon here in the future, there's going to be a new channel, a Truth channel, and it's going to be pretty neat. Everybody's welcome, of course.
And I don't have a channel anymore, but I'll be here with my husband, so
Okay,
Positive.
yeah, I got a channel. I just mostly mirror other little videos that I find is educational. So if y'all just want to subscribe to that, I try to throw little flatter videos out there. You might see me flying my drone in some of my videos, but
Wait, what's your name? Free something in the chat?
free minded.
don't lose your drone. I have a friend that was flying one the other day, and it went haywire or something. She still can't find it.
Yo,
Yeah,
hit
I
them
done
up
had
with a
some
link
close
when you can.
calls. I've only had it for like a week, so I'm kind of cautious with it, but.
Yeah, once it gets so far away from you, it's like it's not gonna pick up the controller anymore, and it
Yeah.
just does its own thing. So.
Right. Mine got a
Flying or
come
does it
home feature on
crash?
it, so I
Oh,
don't know.
okay,
Hopefully
that's
it works.
good.
Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. I just like hearing different views from different people. The
We
more
enjoy
minds we can
building
get
it.
together, the more we can learn from each other. So I just appreciate you having me on, man. I appreciate it.
Oh man, well this is your platform, baby. This is just for everybody here. So
That's what's
go
up.
ahead and appreciate yourself for allowing yourself to be on the panel and allowing yourself to give yourself free time to spread that truth because like I said, man, this channel is about y'all, man. It's about the viewers. This ain't about I just simply stream and shit and I ask questions and I'm about that truth too, but you know, yeah, man. Don't thank me. Thank yourself,
That's
bro.
good.
And I thank you for coming up on here. And the viewers, thank you for coming up on here and spitting that truth, man. It's all about that truth, that flat power.
No doubt, no doubt.
That motherfucking
Flat love.
power.
Flat love. And if y'all see I got the Gmail up there.
Hey,
Okay.
that make it a lot easier.
Yeah, so if anybody want to join the panel, it's always going to be there. Just.
Okay, just gotta contact
And
you.
I'll
I got you
start
logged
working
in.
on that drawing probably later today.
Oh, yes, yes, the logos. Yes, we need as many logos. We're going to start making the commercial. Shout out to Real Truther out there, holding it down for the build. He's going to be, making sure that things run smooth on the build and, we're sniper free. But yeah, man.
Sniper
Hey,
Yeah, man.
I like this.
We love it over here at the build because this is a place where we could be at peace and we could just this whole time, man, we just been sitting here building, dropping jewels and putting the knowledge out there for the
That's a
people.
good.
You know?
It's a good vibe, bro.
Oh yeah, man. It's always gonna be a good vibe over here, man. Everything.
In the outro, take that volume on that song right there, just bring it down a hair.
I got you.
So
I got you.
yeah, so you can get I can hear you, but a little faint.
I feel you. I feel you, brother. I got you. Man, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Empress Louie was holding it down tonight over there at the debate.
Lou.
Yeah, man. Shit, man. Man, there's a lot of truthers out there. Joey. I can't even remember all of them right now, man. I'm so tired. We literally been up.
It's hard to remember everybody.
Shit, I gotta like look at the names like
Yeah, that's
right
how it
now.
is for me. I just usually just go shout out to the chat, everybody out there, you know.
Yeah, flat
Hey, true story.
frontline
Where your
soldier.
you got your channel link up there?
What's up?
I don't see you. Hold on. Trying to subscribe to your channel.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Oh shit. Hold on, I'll get right now with it. You're in the back chat, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
let me
has to be in
click.
the back chat. You join from the
Oh, okay,
back.
let me click over there. Hold on.
Yeah, I got you right now.
Where we at? Okay, I see.
Hey, I hope you come back for the next episode. Female, you definitely coming up on here with some mad respect, and I got mad love for that. Mad love for you. Blessings to you and your family, man, and out there in Japan, man. It's wonderful. Yeah, man. I hope to see you back here soon, bro. For sure.
Oh, no doubt, man. No
Oh
doubt. I'll
yeah,
try to
man.
jump on tomorrow or whenever,
Yeah,
whenever you streaming.
yeah. I'm a
Like I said, you got a good vibe. I feel like, sometimes your spirit agree with different people.
yeah, yeah. That
You know what I'm saying?
resonation.
I kind of feel that. Right.
You say you kind of feel that what?
So, no, just kind of, how your spirit agree with different people and different situations you in. I feel like everybody's kind of on one accord right here. This little panel we got right now. And,
Mhm.
I kind of feel like that with all flat earthers.
Right.
You know, I definitely like the build and the platform you got, bro. That's the only reason why I jumped on.
Well, man, like I said, it's your platform. You can jump on whatever you want, man. I don't know if you noticed in the watch page, but I actually have the panel is right in the middle of the screen. Y'all the focus, and the biggest screen is the chat screen.
Yeah, I noticed that you
Right.
made it even bigger, didn't you? Because it's a little clearer
Yeah,
now.
because we need the chat needs to be heard too. So I feel like they say a lot of shit, but I do need to change it, like you said, because some people can't. It's like we can't see Empress. She just put at the build, and we can barely see it. But so we're gonna do some tweaking. We just got this set up. I literally just learned this whole shit. Like
You learned it quick as
it's
hell.
been
too.
24 hours now since I learned it. So
Hey, y'all, my kids just came in. I'm gonna holler at y'all later on, bro.
holla at me.
I'm gonna holler at all y'all.
Flat power, man.
All right,
Nice
fam.
talking to you.
All right, you too. I'll holler at y'all.